Let's see a stay command.
Wait, wait, wait.
Okay. All right, so are you teaching her to stay or come?
Do I hold this?
Yes. So, what you're gonna do is go stand down at that cone. And I'm gonna hold her here.
Okay.
And then you're gonna call her to a front.
Okay. Roxy, front. Front.
All right.
Roxy,
so,
front.
That's
Roxy,
a little
sit.
better. So, movement is gonna be your best friend. So when you get a statue, dogs really don't know what they're supposed to do. So what I want you to do this time, when she looks at you, just take one step back and tell her front.
Okay.
And you'll see the difference.
Like before saying anything?
As soon as she looks at you, give her that command.
Okay. Roxy, front. Front.
Alright, so you took 2 steps and you stopped. She was coming and she's like, oh, you're a statue, I'm gonna go over here.
Oh, so keep giving her movement.
You want to give her all the movement. Roxy, front. So you want to stop your movement when she's in the position that you want.
Okay.
So front.
Good girl, Roxy.
All right, now try it.
Roxy, front. Roxy. Front. Front.
Hold up. Let's get her untangled. I know. All right, so try it again.
Roxy, front. Front.
So give her a little tap.
Front. Sit. Okay, go roll arms.
So, what language do dogs speak?
Not English.
They don't speak at all. So, when we want them to pay attention to us, I can even do it without even saying anything, just body language. And she's gonna know what to do. But the moment you do something different, so if I'm over here, she's not gonna know what to do because that's a different body picture for her. So you wanna keep your mechanics and everything the same. So front. So, call her now.
Okay. Roxy, front.
Tap. Go.
Front. Roxy. Roxy, front.
You got a little days. Alright, so the next thing you want to do is you don't want to waste your words.
Yeah.
So if you keep saying Roxy, 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 it's just watering it down. You drink?
Yeah.
Alright, so if you've got a cup of whiskey, they put a bunch of water in it, it's not going to be very good. You're going to be like, this is not a good drink.
Yeah, you wouldn't put it in there to begin with.
So, so you want to go, if anything, make a noise. Yes! You can get her attention. They're never going to learn to ignore noises like that. It's a startle reflex.
Okay.
So if she's not paying attention, don't keep using your words over and over and over because it just goes. If you say something, there has to either be some type of boom behind it, some type of movement, something to get the dog's attention.
Focus on the first time.
And then the more you do it, the less you're going to have to do the extra stuff.
Okay.
So we'll give her a little slack. Let me get her attention.
Roxy, front.
Tap.
Front.
All right, let's see. So leash mechanics. Let's see, untangle.
Finishing. Keep the slack out of the line.
Here, let's do it. Yeah.
I'm juggling treats and
So
leashes.
the long lines, they get all tangled up. So I like to use a retractable.
Okay.
But these take some getting used to as well.
Roxy,
You're
Roxy,
fine.
it's okay. He's not going to hurt you.
He's a fine little lady.
Put on a belt a few times and she runs to the other rooms and I'll let her pass more than
So I'm gonna show you first.
Okay.
So if we want to get her attention, it'd be Roxy. Nope. That's a girl. Front. Nope. Good job. Good job, good job, good job. So, this is a very big dog, a very tough dog. You're not going to hurt her by using this palm. So, she went over there, and just bam, you give her a little correction. She's like, ooh, I'm so sweet. No. If she chews on the leash, you got to correct those things.
So, out of her mouth.
2 rules, you don't bite me or you don't bite the leash. If you're doing those things, hey, no, 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 no. Because she's trying to get away from the correction, and we don't want that. Because if she decides to go somewhere, we want to be able to communicate. Because if your daughter's walking the dog, she can get pulled in the street. If this dog doesn't understand, no means to stop doing those behaviors. So even if she's interested in you, you gotta go so I can show them how to use the leash. Get her attention. And then we'll go. Roxy.
Roxy.
Yes, everybody in front. Good. And even then, I said it once, then you correction, and then when she gets your attention, spoken and reward. So to stop that, you push the button, to let it go, it goes off. Okay. Or try to get her attention over here.
Roxy, front.
Alright, now we're going to give her a break.
Okay.
And you're just going to process all of that.
Alright. Let somebody else get their turn.
Yeah. Who wants to go next? So, let him go. Push the. Yep.
What you doing? What you doing? I didn't say nothing. Did you hear the treats?
Hey, behaviors, that's what you want. If he's doing it already, cool. That's what we're wanting. He could have been sniffing over here, but he came and sat right in front of you. We want to mark those things. Because if he doesn't know that that's what you want, he's going to start doing that. Okay. So get his attention now.
Charlie, front. Charlie, front. Boy.
Oh, good.
Good job.
Good. Charlie! I mean, you can just do it from there. As long as he's not paying attention.
Okay, Charlie, front. Charlie, front.
Oh, that's good.
Ask it.
How many times did you say it?
I don't remember. Twice?
Yeah.
So it's just one time?
Yeah. Give him about 3 to 5 seconds to process because we don't want Charlie front, Charlie front, Charlie front to mean him to come.
Okay.
Because if he bolts out that front door, you may not get that third one out.
Right.
Charlie front. 1, 2, 3. He should be either coming back to you at that point or you're giving the correction.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll get tangled. You can get tangled up there.
Oh, I'll be here.
Oh, no. but that's not the spot. You want to go outside?
Think about that for a second. He's still going.
Come on, buddy.
Nothing to see. You can edit
Grass
that
seat
out,
works
right?
for sure.
Pretty sure it's not the first time that it
I'm
happened.
sure it is. Probably kids do it all.
Charlie, front. Front.
So give him a pop now.
I said it twice, too. Sit.
But the thing is, I mean, we're going to be realistic. I repeat commands to my dog as well, but as long as you're becoming conscious of it,
Right.
you caught yourself. You said, dang, I said it twice. You didn't say it again. Right. He gave him a little pop and said, oh, let me come neat. When you told him front, he came and sat right in front of me. So
Right.
This is what I'm supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
We just want him to get to coming back to you.
Right.
Charlie man, Charlie, Charlie, Charlie.
Front. Front.
Is this close enough?
There you go. That's it.
So when you're at home, whenever you're in the backyard, just kind of do that same kind of thing with them. I love retractable leashes just because of that. They can get 26 feet away, you can still talk to them and communicate.
Right.
That's literally how I got Boots to do everything that he does. When he was young, it was retractable. He'd get so far out, hey buddy, do-do-do.
Yeah.
Oh, come back, come back, come back. Now he gets to the point where literally he'll get about 20 feet away and he'll look back. Did you need me? And that's just by using that. So it's one of the best tools that you can use. You do not want to grab that tape with your hands. It will burn. So,
Tape? Oh, yeah.
the rope part, don't grab that.
Yeah.
I don't like locking it. I like to use that button to lock it, just because if you lock it and they get to a point, you're not gonna be able to retract it. And you won't be able to correct. It's not like using that button. The big one? Yeah.
You must have treats. I spilled some hot sauce there this morning.
So, you did good.
Front? Charlie, front.
Alright, so if you want to switch him back to his flat collar. Alright, pretty girl.
Good. Good. How we do here.
You see the concept? Just go down there, go down there.
Sitting. Front. Ooh, I scared you. I'm sorry. That wasn't your fault.
That does come along sometimes. So yeah, when with that, as soon as you see her start coming back, you want to let go of that button so it doesn't make that quick.
Okay. I was like, oh no. Okay, you did good for that.
Yeah, we need to do a whole flexi leash handling course.
Yeah. Sitting. Front.
Tap.
I know that scared you.
And it's okay that she got startled, she got spooked. What I like to see is her recover. She's still leery about it, but she's still coming and doing it.
Right.
And that's just going to build that confidence and relationship between you guys.
One more time. Distracted. Distracted.
He's a baby, yes, a baby. Yes.
Sitting. Front. Good girl.
I saw good happy.
And this is something that you guys can all do at home. Get somebody that has some treats, get on one side, treat, 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 make sure they're interested, and then as soon as the other person calls, you ignore them, because we want them to be going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Any questions about recall?
Sitting. Front.
Good.
Good.
So when you guys get home, you can even do recalls by like bowls, food bowls, put the food bowl down. So say you're at this point, other point, put the food bowl halfway. Still have them on leash and make sure they're coming past that. Because you want to start raising the level of distraction that they have to still come to you. Because we don't know what they're gonna have to interact with in like the real world. So we wanna make sure we create as many like crazy situations as we can in a controlled environment. So when you get to the point where you're out on the street or she does run out the front door, like when you say that, yeah, squirrel, they understand that they're supposed to come back. And for pets, about a 3 to 5 seconds association factor from command given, and if they haven't paid attention, bam, just that little tap. And it doesn't take a wham all the time, sometimes it's light. And you want us to think about your corrections. So if she's doing like a level 3 offense, you want to give her a level 3 or 4 correction. If she's doing a level 7, she needs to match that. But you don't want to have a level 8 for a level 2 because then she's going to be worried about messing. And we don't want that.
Where does playful nipping come in? Because a bite's a bite, especially this size. When she doesn't mean to harm, but it's got to be stopped.
Bite isn't a bite. If a dog bites you, you got holes. And that's one thing I
so
always
they're
ask
nips.
people. So nipping, when you say no, it has to mean something. So if she's doing it too much, you gotta kind of put your foot down. And if she's on that leash, no, bam. And if she continues to do that, you don't repeat your correction. You don't repeat the word, you repeat the correction.
Yeah.
So she, no, bam, does it again, give her through.
Yeah, because you got that right. They're not little hand nips. It's an arm and a mouth.
And technically, mouthing in a Great Dane Mastiff is a compliment. So that's them saying, hey, I like you, I love this.
Hell yeah, it works though.
It's like, I don't like tooth hugs, I don't like tooth hugs.
I appreciate it.
But yeah, if you just have to have that negative consequence, that no means no, and it's just gonna take a little bit of time. You've had her about a month?
Yeah.
You need to go pee?
So generally, we say it takes about 3 weeks to create a habit. rescue dogs, again, you're gonna have to, you don't know what they went through before you got them, so you're like plug and playing, kind of shooting in the dark, rolling the dice.
There was some abuse.
We know she's really afraid of belts.
She's afraid of what?
Belts.
She's really afraid to see a belt.
A belt.
Yeah.
Like we'll take
I
off.
put a belt, get a belt on, to put it on, she runs to the other room and hides. Yeah.
And she has a scar on her hip.
Yeah. People are interesting to talk. Let's just say that sometimes. So with that kind of stuff, I would feed her around it. So get the belt, put her on the ground.
She's getting better, you know, telling her no puppies are going to be beaten. You're going to be, and she'll see it and nothing happens. She's getting past it.
That's the only way to really undo stuff like that is exposure, exposure, exposure. Nothing happened, nothing happened. All right, so everybody has told their dog to stay before, right? How does he go?
She did sit
pretty good.
the other day when I made her.
Yeah. Well, there's a treat for it.
So when is stay over?
Well,
Okay.
Release it.
free command.
Go. And have you ever shown the dog that that's when the command is over? The release command. Have you shown them that's when they can move?
Oh yeah. Like we do hide and seek. So we stay, we go around the corner, at a tree, and we go, okay, find it.
All right. Show me. From the Show Me State people.
Oh, okay.
Do we want to do it? Yeah. Yeah.
You just do it, baby. We're gonna do this again.
Thing that made the noise.
So if it's like this, and she's close, and you let it go real quick, it's gonna
Let go
retract
of the
real
button.
quick.
Okay.
So if she's out, when you have her come to you,
Yeah.
you wanna when she starts, you wanna go to. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So it's like, if she's here and I'm holding it, and she gets there and I stop it, boom, now it's gonna go quick.
Okay.
But if she's coming, you just kind of like go to it.
I gotcha. All right.
Let's see a stay command.
Wait. Okay.
All right, so are you teaching her to stay or come?
Usually just wait to like if you open the door so she doesn't run out, or wait so she's not crowding when you set the bowl down.
But is she staying or coming right there?
I don't know. I don't know the difference. I mean, I obviously know the difference, but
So you're
Are you
doing
teaching her
both.
to come or stay?
right.
So you're doing both, right?
Right.
And if you're confused about really what she's supposed to be doing in that situation, she's probably going to be confused as well.
Okay.
Because we don't want stay or wait to mean you wait here a little bit and then eventually you're going to come join me.
Okay.
You want stay to mean I'm going to come back to you. So you want to, the only thing, because if she's about it, she's not sure about what she's supposed to do. And you will be able to recall her from a stay eventually, but we want stay to mean you stay in that position and I'm going to come back to you. So like competition obedience, we'll have our dog in a down stay and like they'll make you walk circles around your dog and they won't tell you how many circles it's going to be. And you want that dog to understand that as long as I told you to stay, you need to stay in that position. So the only thing you have to do to polish up her stay is start going back to her and releasing her. And you can still do the wait and hide and seek games and all of that, but we really just want to emphasize to the dog that stay means I'm coming back to you.
Okay.
And then it transfers over to getting out of the kennel, getting out of this and all of that. We did a video, I had all my windows down on my car and the dog's literally hanging out the window looking, hey, what are you doing? And as soon as I gave her a release command, she was coming out. So try one more time, but this time just go back to her and release.
Okay. Wait. Now, no.
So she was doing what she was taught.
Wait. Okay.
So the next thing, one thing that I learned, we would go out to restaurants, bars, and I'd have my dog in a downstay, and every so often they would just like get up for some reason. And I want to say with Jamil, we were sitting together, and I'm like, bro, I don't know what's wrong with my dog. Like, he keeps getting up for no reason. But we say okay a lot in regular conversation.
Yeah, that's true.
And you're talking, you're like, okay, I'm supposed to get up? And it's like, no, get down. It's like, my bad, you told me to get up. So that's one reason that I changed mine to free.
Okay.
We don't say it as often, and you can still use okay, but you got to remember, okay,
Right, yeah, no, that makes sense.
regular conversation, dog's doing what they're supposed to. Just like there, she was like, wait a little bit, I come to you, right? She's like, oh, that's not right. So we just want to be clear about all the communication that we're giving to the dog. So try to stay one more time.
Okay.
And then this time, don't repeat it. So give her one.
Sit. Wait. Try it again. Wait.
Free. There you go. All right, we'll work on that. Does she have a down command? Is she down already?
Let's try that one. Sitting.
A
Sitting.
down. A leg.
Hey, sit.
Do these treats.
Down.
It's a process. It's a process.
It's a process.
All right, now tell her to wait.
Okay. Wait. No.
All right, so one thing with the retractables, when you start going away, you want to get the slack. You want to make the slack. Because if we're moving this way, it is pulling her just a little.
I got you. So that's okay.
So
That's
pull it out, and then you have to push the button.
Okay.
So when you pull it out, you got to hold it. It's like a stopper. So hold it now.
Like that. Okay.
Yeah, so you'll hold it with this big one. So push that down. Oh, there.
All right. Sit. Down. Wait.
You did it again. Eric.
Sorry. Yeah, so homework for this is going to be, you want to try to get, ideally, 10 steps away, count to 10, go back to the dog without her moving.
Okay.
You want to do that in a sit stay and a down stay. Then the next thing you want to do is be able to do a 360 stay. You want to leave her in a stay and be able to walk all the way around her, and the dog shouldn't change their position. So if you leave them in a sit this way and you go behind them, they shouldn't go here.
I got you.
They should turn their neck, but they shouldn't. And again, this is competition level.
Yeah.
Take it,
Oh, yeah.
half of it. Do half of it, you're gonna have a good pet. Then the next thing after that, I will start doing out of sight stuff. I would never personally leave my dog unattended out of sight, but it's good to have the training just in case, just for fun stuff.
Right.
Because then you're really understanding that she knows to wait, to stay, and it's clear to her. Cool. Good job, little Cindy. Go take a break.
All right.
Oh, what a job, though.
Next thing is more space. We want to set her up for success.
Roxy, front. Sit.
Alright, so I'm just doing this kind of bears. No, come on. Sit. That. You're fine. You get your treats. Then you're gonna go stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Free. Good job. Good job. And you get her attention.
It's never working.
Sit. Nope. Stay. Free. And we want to get basically a base baseline in our head that we know the dog can stay before we try to start moving. Because stay starts in their head as soon as we say it. It doesn't start counting when we start. Some people get 5 to 10 steps away from the dog. My dog can't stay for 10 seconds. Well, the dog's actually staying for almost 30 seconds already by the time when you get that far away from them. So this time we'll go sit. Really loud. Stay. Don't take. Nope. Stay. Go back to her and free. And she moved away from her because we've been doing that front command. She's going off your body language. So that's why we wanted to be clear in the dog that stay means wait, and then I'm going to come back to you. Okay. Sit. Whoop. Stay. Back to her. Free. Yes. And again, pet obedience, if you tell the dog to stay and they drop into a down, that's perfectly fine. I leave my dogs in a down state way more often than I'll leave them in the sit stay. It's more comfortable for them and they're going to be way more likely to stay in that position if they're comfortable. So just right now, try to get 5 seconds without even taking a step away from it.
Roxy, front. Sit. Sit.
So try to lure her with the tree. And I push her head backward. There you go. Alright, now give her a stay.
Stay.
Stop. Stop.
Free.
No, go back to her.
Oh.
Now release.
Free. She get a treat for doing nothing?
Yeah. Well, the stay is a do nothing command.
Okay.
And we want to definitely reward her for doing nothing.
All right.
Here's some more treats. Oh, you got crumbs. Give her some good stuff.
Roxy, front. Sit.
No.
Sit. Roxy, sit.
So use the tree. There you go.
Stay. Release.
And the more you do it, it's going to get a lot simpler. You're not going to be thinking about,
Yeah,
okay,
juggling
I got to do
three
this, I got to do
different
this.
Flippers.
We just want to keep track of our time and our distance that we're moving away from. So you're a very analytical person, right? You like numbers and stuff by the book, so you use your science.
Yeah.
So like experiments, there's a constant and a variable. The constant is going to be the dog. Our variable is going to be how far we're moving away and how long we're moving away. And we want to keep
Roxy, what do you got? Treasure.
And we want to keep track of those two things because we want to know where she's messing up. So if I can get 7 steps and count to 8, and that's where she's successful, but I can't get to 10, I'm going to keep going back to the 8. Make sure she's successful, then go to 9, then go to 10. But if I don't know where she's messing up, I don't know how to improve that. So keep track of your time and your distance whenever you're working with her. Slowly increase it a little bit more, and then start doing walking around her. Try to do out of sight stuff. Keep doing it at mealtime. All of that stuff is going to get clearer in the dog's head of what she's supposed to do. And the next thing you got to remember is she's going to be slower about stuff. She's not going to really ever be like a snappy Malinois, German Shepherd, Aussie, anything like that.
Yeah, when she lays down, there's a big thud.
Yeah.
It's an effort.
It's basically you got a Shaquille O'Neal. Like, yeah, he was an athlete, but he's not going to be the first person down the court. This is what we got.
Now you're speaking my language.
But the thing is, what we can do is we can polish or we can mark them doing fast behaviors. So if she does stuff slow, you don't reward that. If she, and this is again competition level stuff, but mark behaviors that you want the dog to do. If they're doing a slow down and you reward it, they're going to continue to do a slow down. If they get rewarded for that snappy downs, that's what they're going to get rewarded with.
Because when we practice, she's good for like 3 or 4 tries, and then she's done.
So do 2.
Okay.
So you always want to leave them when they're at their highest peak, and you want to put them up on that. Because a dog's
More
going to
frequent
come.
sessions with shorter duration.
Yep. Dog's always going to come back to something the way they left them. So last week she left here good, confident with the other dogs, and you said, well, she did way better at the very beginning than she did last week. And that's what we're wanting. We're just wanting to build on every session, get a little bit better, a little bit better. And the clearer things get to us as handlers, the clearer it's going to get to the dog. Because they can only do what we're coaching them, we're teaching them. It's just like a kid. And the Bible says you bring your kids up so that when they get older they won't depart. Same thing with the dogs. And with things, yeah. I mean, it's a process. Trust me, I got a 12-year-old.
Roxy.
So, any questions about the stay?
No, I don't think so. I'm gonna try one more.